Vamos a ver cómo yo voy haciendo esa workout with todos. Para que todo con agua. Vamos a hacer with todos. Simply means and what we could break down of the and the of the ancient Hebrew. All praise, call Allah, and blessed be walk at the dawn. Our Heavenly Father, Abanawa, He that is Yahweh, in the name from Bahashem, the Messiah, Savior, in the world, living in full cause Jews, Jesucristo es Yahweh, salvado. El Mesías, porque la gente de México es el Dios, se llama Mexica. Mashiach viene de los ungidos. Las tribus mezcladas allá predominadamente Isaacar. And the word Yahweh came unto me saying, reading from Ezekiel 17. Entonces vino a mí la palabra de Yahweh diciendo, en el español moderno y en la King James Version, Son of man, put forth a riddle and speak a parable unto the house of Yasharala. Oh hijo de hombre, propone un enigma y relata una parábola a la casa de Yasharala. And say, thus saith Jehovah, a great eagle with great wings, long-winged, full of feathers, which had diverse colors, came unto Lebanon and took the highest branch of the cedar. Di que así ha dicho el Señor Yahweh, una gran águila de grandes alas, largos miembros y llena de un plumaje de diversos colores, vino al Líbano, California, y tomó la copa del cedro. He cropped off the top of his young twigs and carried it into a land of traffic. He set it in a city of merchants. Arrancó la punta de su renuevo, lo llevó a una tierra de mercaderes y la puso en una ciudad de comerciantes. Deep the numerology also, obviously. After 9 is 1, so forth and so on. He took also of the seed of the land and planted it in a fruitful field. He placed it by great waters and set it. So,
Green Lantern was among the handful of mystery men who had begun appearing prior to the war in Europe. Not a member of the armed forces, Alan Scott had nevertheless volunteered to serve his country in this its darkest hour. For Scott was the Green Lantern. The masked, costumed hero possessed immense power linked to the ring he wore, which was in turn linked to a literal, though otherworldly, Green Lantern. The Lantern derived its power from a unique incandescent body called the Starheart.
my fellow Israelites,
And in fact,
I'm not your friend, I never was. It's from Julian Casablanca. He took also of the seed of the land and planted in the fruitful field. He placed it by great waters and set it in a willow tree. Yeah. When I grew hair was like weeping willow. Tomó también de la semilla de la tierra un brote y lo puso en un campo fértil junto a aguas abundantes, como se planta un sauce. Spirit.
He was bruised and bleeding, but there did not appear to be any internal damage. Broken bones. Slowly, he tested his extremities. His fingers tingled from lack of
So many fish live in the sea. 6, and it grew, and it became a spreading vine of low stature. Wow, 6. And it grew, and it became a spreading vine of low stature, whose branches turned toward him, and the roots thereof were under him. So it became a vine, and brought forth branches, and shot forth sprigs. Ezekiel chapter 17. Ezequiel capítulo 17 u 8. Luego creció y le hizo una vid de muchas ramas, aunque de baja altura, para dirigir sus ramas hacia el águila, de modo que sus raíces estuviesen debajo de ella. Luego creció, luego creció y se hizo una vid de muchas ramas, aunque de baja altura, para dirigir sus ramas hacia el águila, de modo que sus raíces estuviesen debajo de ella. Así llegó a ser un vid y arrojó de nuevo. Así que llegó a ser una vid. Así que llegó a ser una vid y arrojó renuevos y extendió sus ramas. This is my favorite version. I like it better than the Reina Valeria 1960, even though they both use Yahweh, Jehovah. It's a bit closer to than dog from right to left, the diestra siniestra en el English.
He found the guy half buried in soil. The marine looked as if
Alright, Ezekiel 17 or 8.
Roach took the dying man's hand in his. Hang in there, fella.
You know, pray that you're in the spirit to receive it. Oh.
The worst is over.
Gracia, Yahweh, pursuit and practice of the law. Begin with Leviticus chapter 20. There was also another great eagle with great wings and many feathers. And behold, this vine did bend her roots toward him, and shot forth her branches toward him, that he may select. You talk way too much. Shalom. Otacas blancas. There was also another great eagle with great wings and many feathers. And behold, this vine did bend her roots toward him, and shot forth her branches toward him, that he may water it by the furrows of her plantation. Pero surgió otra gran águila de grandes alas y denso plumaje. Y aquí que el Padre les saque, pero que el Padre les dé el Espíritu para recibir. Ezequiel 8 o 17. Ezequiel 8. Digo, Ezequiel 17, capítulo, verso 7. Pero surgió otra gran águila de grandes alas y denso plumaje. Y aquí que aquella dirigió hacia ella sus raíces y extendió a ella sus ramas desde el terreno donde estaba plantada a fin de ser regada. It was planted. 8. It was planted in a good soil by great waters, that it might bring forth branches, and that it might bear fruit, that it might be a goodly vine. En buen campo junto a muchas aguas estaba plantada para que ella I'm out of practice with the Spanish, perdón. Si fuera de práctica con el portuñol, echase remaje. E salão a todo mundo do Brasil, ficar forte, irmão. Meu pai, mulheres, fiquem fortes. En buen canto, en buen campo. Can 8, en buen canto junto a en buen canto junto a muchas aguas. Está plantada para la dislexia. Está plantada, pon intended, para que echase ramaje y llevase fruto, a fin de que fuese una vid espléndida. Nine say thou, thus saith Yahweh, Hashem Yahushua HaKodesh, shall it prosper? Shall he not pull up the roots thereof, and cut off the fruit thereof, that it wither? It shall wither, and all the leaves of her spring, even without great power, or many people to pluck it out by the roots thereof. Masaka? As a master cut. Did Nove Follow Di que si así ha dicho el Señor Yahweh, en nombre de Yahweh y el Espíritu Santo Kodash, ¿será prosperada? ¿Acaso el águila no habrá de arrancar sus raíces y echará a perder su fruto y se secará? Todos sus renuevos verdes se secarán. No será necesario un gran brazo ni mucha gente para arrancarla de sus raíces. Yeah, behold, being planted shall it prosper. Those of you still on planet Earth, you live inside the Most High, Cell Earth. Yo.
You see that? About 100 miles west of Boulder,
each one of us, an individual spirit, through the grace of Mashiach Yehoshua.
Oliver Queen was at the wheel with Donna Lance and
behold,
in the back.
being planted shall it prosper.
Skyward on either side of the roadway, leaving little room for error. A rushing creek paralleled the road on the left. Sheer rock escarpment on the right.
Shall it not utterly wither when the east wind touches it? Salaki, when the east wind toucheth it. Shall it not utterly wither when the east wind toucheth it? It shall wither in the furrows where it grew. Aquí está plantada, pero será prosperada. No se secará del todo. Cuando la toque el viento oriental. No se secará del todo cuando la toque el viento oriental. Wow. Sobre el mismo terreno donde creció se secará. Moreover, the word from Yahweh came unto me saying, entonces, la palabra, Yahweh Shai, pursuant to Obadiah, being also son of man himself, retraction. Moreover, the word from Yahweh came unto me saying, entonces vino a mí la palabra de Yahweh. No habían jotas en el viejo King James, por ejemplo, y la F intercambiable con la S. Por eso yo, firewater, yo. Say now to the rebellious house, know ye not that these things, Ezekiel 17:12, say now to the rebellious house, know ye not what these things mean? Tell them, behold, the king of Babylon is come to Jerusalem, and hath taken the king thereof.
until it completely engulfed the peninsula of flame
and the princes thereof,
village.
and led them with him to Babylon.
At least a half dozen fingers of
We
fire
are
reached toward
spirits
the
before
town
we are a
with the
land.
outstretched hand of a malignant giant. Green Lantern could see the pale green Chrysler emerge from
With
the
our
church
cornerstone in
smoke
heaven,
that
heavens.
settled in the Green Arrow and Black Canary spelled out. Dinah looked up at GL. He put a finger behind his ear and touched his JLA microtransceiver.
Y a la casa rebelde no habéis Ezequiel 17:12. Y a la casa rebelde no habéis entendido qué significan estas cosas. Di, he aquí que el rey de Babilonia vino a Jerusalén, tomó a su rey y a sus magistrados y los llevó consigo a Babilonia. También tomó a uno de la descendencia real e hizo un convenio con él, poniéndolo bajo juramento. También se llevó a los poderosos del país. 13. The king of Babylon had taken the king's seed and made a covenant with him, and had taken an oath of him. Let's read this right quick. I hear my neighbor yelling, so I'm assuming someone's cord.
He was about to reel her in when a figurehead appeared over the edge of the mountain like the prow of the Queen Mary. Head swiveled. The sky had been cloudless moments earlier.
Alright,
Now,
3-0.
out of nowhere, a towering
A
dark
tap on
mass
the
of
shoulder
smoke
for the
clouds
chipperoos.
Villagers danced in the street, oblivious to the wet gray ash that fell along with the rain. Green Lantern brought
You get it, because, you know, yesterday's match between the same land, divided by cold-ass brain-looking Antarctica, Argentina, Australia.
Pumpkin Grove was celebrating its deliverance.
And I had taken the king's seed and made a covenant with him, and had taken an oath of him, and he had also taken the mighty off the land.
Kid had a ponytail, granny glasses, and was skinny as a rake.
True. 4 or 13, right? The king of Babylon had also taken the mighty off the land.
What are you doing here, man? Just passing through, Dexter.
It's a column, right? 14th, that the kingdom may be base, that he may not lift itself up, but that by keeping of his covenant it might stand. See the italic? 14. Entonces el rey de Babilonia también tomó a uno de la descendencia real e hizo un convenio con él, poniéndolo bajo juramento. También se llevó a los poderosos del país, de la tierra. 14. O 5. Para que el reino fuera abatido y no volviera a levantarse. Miren la numerología muy claramente. Para que guardara el convenio y no fuera y lo mantuviera. Para que guardara el convenio y no volviera, para que el reino fuera abatido, quitado de sus manos, y no volviera a levantarse, para que guardara el convenio y lo mantuviera. 6. But he rebelled against him, in sending his ambassadors into Egypt, that they might give him horses and much people. Shall he prosper? Shall he escape that doeth such things? Look what's going on now with K. Why?
Everyone who was anyone was there. They'd set up a
Daily.
meeting room banquet style. One table against the back wall for the dignitaries, and the rest arranged at right angles. At the mayor's request, they dined in
Don't let the culture dodge the hijack. They are still, to this day, even though these scriptures have been rewritten dozens of times, some of them hundreds, they are still, if you're in the spirit to receive them, under every verse. So listen clear, but he rebelled against them and sending an ambassador into Egypt, that they may give him horses and much people. Shall he prosper? Shall he escape that doeth such things? Or shall he break the covenant and be delivered? No obstante, se rebeló contra él al enviar embajadores a Egipto para que le diesen caballos y mucha gente. Será próspero, escapará. El que hace estas cosas podrá romper el convenio y quedar ileso. Entiendan a Hollywood, entiendan su cargo. You know, they know. Even if they might not show it behind the land and the funds and the money, they know they're still under that left hand hexagonal law. 7:16 As I live, saith Yahweh, surely in the place where the king dwelleth, they made him king, whose oath he despised, and whose covenant he brake. Even with him in the midst of Babylon he shall die. 7:16 Each member chosen for outstanding character. How Jordan fit the profile. Vivo yo, que morirá en medio de la Babilonia. Vivo yo, que morirá en medio de Babilonia. Perdón. En el lugar donde habita el rey que hizo reinar, cuyo juramento menospreció y cuyo convenio con él rompió, dice el Señor Yahweh. Neither shall Pharaoh with his mighty army and great company make for him in the war, by casting up mounts and building forts to cut off many persons. You see? And look at the geometry of the number 8. Cuando construyan terráplenes y edifiquen muros de asedio para destruir muchas vidas. El faraón no los socorrerá en la batalla, a pesar del gran ejército y la numerosa multitud. Look at the numerology, look at the geometry of the number 8. You can visualize it there. The number 8, so something like that. So yeah, 7, 8, or 16, 17. Neither shall Pharaoh with his mighty army and great company make for him in the war, by casting up mounts. Mounts, I through the spirit is the end of that song. That shorty that was bombed during that videotape, but now she looking kinda through. Eva Mendes, alright? So we go hard on our own people, don't play. Cuando construyan terráplenes y edifiquen muros. Y edifiquen muros de asedio. Oh, remember this video? It was like that movie Tron. And that Chappelle show skit. Yeah, we watched some shit religiously at the time. Seeing let me reread the 8 for the last song that played. Eternal. Perspective of the number 8. We'll keep it interesting, so. Neither shall Pharaoh with his mighty army and great company make for him in the war, by casting up mounts and building up forts. And building forts to cut off many persons. Column 17 or 8, cuando construyan terraplenes. 8. Cuando construyan terraplenes y edifiquen muros de asedio para destruir muchas vidas, el faraón no lo socorrerá en batalla. El faraón no lo socorrerá en batalla, a pesar del gran ejército, de la numerosa multitud. 18 o 9. No escapará, pues menospreció el juramento para invalidar el convenio, porque aquí que habiendo. In Spanish is flawed. Good. Portuñol. No escapará, pues menospreció el juramento para invalidar el convenio, porque aquí que habiendo dado la mano, hizo todas estas cosas.
100 yards ahead, they encountered 2 sets of sawhorses set across the road.
Seeing he despised the oath by breaking the covenant, and lo, he had given his hand, and he had done all these things, he shall not escape. That is the judgment. Seeing that he had despised the oath by breaking the covenant, the law, when lo, he had given his hand, he had done all these things. Now keep the italic. He shall not escape. Therefore thus saith Yahweh, as I live, surely mine oath that he had despised, and my covenant that he hath broken, even it will that recompense upon his own head. Por tanto, see the judgment, 9 to 1. 9 to 1. Por tanto, confession, repentance, contrition, redemption, so forth and so on. Por tanto, así ha dicho el Señor Yahweh, yo que traeré sobre su cabeza mi juramento que menospreció. Vivo yo, que traeré su cabeza mi juramento que menospreció, y mi convenio que quebrantó. And I will spread my net upon him, and he shall be taken by. Wow, man. That's why we don't, that's why we stay with the KJV. And I will spread my net upon him, and he shall be taken in my snare. And I will bring him to Babylon, and I will plead with him there for his trespass that he hath trespassed against me. Yo.
Difficult to overcome with his experience.
First one to say, room is on fire, and I will spread my net upon him, and he shall be taken in my snare, and I will bring him to Babylon, and I will plead with him there for his trespass. Shall he trespass against me? And I will plead with him there for his trespass, that he hath trespassed against me. Yo extenderé sobre mí, sobre él, mi red. Yo extenderé sobre mí el red. Yo extenderé sobre él mi red, y será apresado en mi trampa. Dicen familias contentidos, lo haré traer a Babilonia, y allí entraré en juicio contra él por su rebelión contra mí. Todos sus fugitivos y todas sus tropas caerán. And keep the cross references. 21 or 3, 21 o 3. Todos sus fugitivos y todas sus tropas caerán a espada. y los que queden serán esparcidos hacia todos los vientos, y sabréis que yo, Yahweh, he hablado. ¿Qué ha ocurrido? ¿Sí o no? And what has occurred, right? And all his fugitives with his bands shall fall by the sword, and they that remain shall be scattered toward all winds. And they that remain shall be scattered toward all winds. And ye shall know that Yahweh hath spoken it. Cross reference Ezekiel 31, 1 through 9. Thus saith Yahweh, I will also take off the highest branch of the high cedar, and I will set it, and I will crop off from the top of his young twigs a tender one, and I will plant it upon an high mountain and eminent. Wow. 2222, yo no te digo adiós. Pueden mirar la referencia de Ezequiel 31 del 1 al 9. Este es Ezequiel 17:22, Ezequiel 17:22. Así ha dicho Yahweh, pero yo mismo arrancaré en un pero yo mismo arrancaré un renuevo de la alta copa de aquel cerdo, y casi dije cerdo, perdón por la dislexia, no sé cómo se llama en inglés, en español, slightly purposeful dyslexia to the spirit. Pero yo mismo arrancaré el renuevo de la alta copa de aquel cedro y lo plantaré, y los principales renuevos cortaré, uno tierno, y lo plantaré sobre un monte alto y erguido. 23, 5.
He was constructed of matter. In the Quartian universe, he was made of antimatter. His thoughts remained the same. Waiting until the Earth Hero's guard was down.
In the mountain of the height of Yasharala I will plant it, and it shall bring forth boughs and bear fruit, and be a goodly cedar. And under it, and the nature of Ezekiel 17, or the geometry of the number 8, or 7 plus 1, it's undeniable here. Spirit, well damn. In the mountain of the height of Yasharala I will plant it, and it shall bring forth boughs and bear fruit.
She projected more forcefully and pushed through. With the utmost delicacy, she touched Sinestro's skull with her voice.
Be a goodly cedar, and under it shall dwell all fowl of every wind. In the shadow of the branches thereof shall they dwell. In the shadow of the branches thereof shall they dwell. All fowl of every wind. 23:5. Lo plantaré en el monte más alto de Yasharala, oh Israel, y echará ramas, llevará fruto, y se convertirá en un cedro majestuoso. Debajo de él habitará toda clase de pájaros, y la sombra de sus ramas habitará toda clase de aves. And all the trees of the field shall know that I am Yahweh.
Sinestro lay on his back. He was an enormous creature, at least 7.5 feet tall. His skin looked like magenta Norgahide. Dinah knelt by his unconscious body and extended one finger to his cheek. It felt dry and cool.
Ezekiel 17:24. And all the trees of the field shall know that I, Yahweh, have brought down the high tree.
it was yellow,
And all the trees of the field shall know that the Lord hath brought down the high tree, and hath exalted the low tree, and hath dried up the green tree, and hath made the dry tree to flourish.
Dinah, will you call the
I, the Lord, have spoken and have done it.
He's going to need special handling.
Sinestro opened his eyes
Kahalawa,
and
Akatao,
smiled.
Akanawa Yahweh, Bahasin, Siete, Hausha, Baruch Kudas.
Arrow knocked.
Ezequiel 10:74. Y así sabrán todos los árboles del campo que yo, Yahweh, eché bajo el árbol elevado y elevé el árbol bajo
What the hell does that mean? But Sinestro would not
que
speak
hice
again.
que el árbol
They put
verde
jade
se
shackles on
secara
him,
y
sealed
que el
him in a
árbol
jade
seco
coffin,
floreciera. Yo,
put an
Yahweh,
orbit around Saturn. They
los
put
he dicho
Sinestro's
y
ring
lo
in a
haré.
capsule made of superdense matter and
Yo.
gave it to Superman. And all of this they did before
It's a
nightfall.
cruel world out here, and everybody's not your friend. You hear me? But they ain't always got your back.